Whereas with Angel Reese, sometimes you find yourself scratching your head and wondering what the hell she's doing. Like that photo right there. Listen, I see the way you walk in the game. Just listen.
Angel Reese is back in the spotlight, again. And like always, it's not for her game. Nope. She's catching heat for yet another wild post, and the person handing out the smoke, none other than Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, you heard that right. Stephen A. just went in on Angel, and let's just say he did not hold back. Ready for this? Let's get into it.
She's a beautiful young lady. And there's a lot of beautiful young ladies in the WNBA. But when you do that, you can't come down the line and complain about being objectified later on. It's not going to work with people. Whether it's right or wrong, it's not going to work.
Stephen is clearly upset about Reese's latest New Year's Eve escapade, which wasn't a dazzling dunk or a game-winning shot. Nope. It was yet another video drowning with a thirst trap. She posted a clip that left very little to the imagination and sparked a tidal wave of backlash.
And when you do stuff like that, and you're drawing attention to yourself because of that, that can be problematic for you.
Stephen A. Smith is making one thing crystal clear. If Angel Reese is going to keep posting these spicy clips, she can't turn around and act surprised when people start objectifying her. And trust me, Stephen A. did not sugarcoat it. He straight up said, if you're out here flaunting your curves, dressing like an Instagram model, and posting thirst traps for the world to see, then yeah, people are gonna treat you like a sex symbol. That's just how it works.
Here's what I have a problem with, Tori. Angel Reese, in doing the things that she has done, let's face reality. She's going to be attached to Caitlin Clark to some degree. If Angel Reese had never waved her hand in her face when LSU was beating Iowa for in the Final Four of the national championship, if that hadn't happened, Angel Reese's name might not be as big.
Stephen A. delivered a sermon on professionalism, and Angel Reese was the subject of his latest lesson. Comparing her antics to Caitlin Clark's laser-focused work ethic, he made it crystal clear Reese has a long way to go before she can stand in the same spotlight.
She's a talent. Yes, she would have made the WNBA. But in terms of her popularity, it really soared after she took down Caitlin Clark. And then Caitlin Clark came back last year and got revenge by knocking LSU out in the Elite Eight, if I remember correctly.
Stephen also proclaimed that Angel was only shining in the limelight because she waved her hands in front of Clark and started created controversies from that very moment. Because let's be real, Angel hasn't been the one to shy away from drama, and it seems like she's actively clout chasing by pulling off stunts like these.
And when you look at Caitlin Clark is balling. She's a rookie of the year. She was one of the finalists for the league MVP honors as a rookie, breaking all types of records. She should have been on Team USA. She didn't choose to play in an unrivaled league. Her brand building has been incredibly impressive.
While Reese is busy stirring up social media drama and displaying her provocative body, Clark is all about putting in the work. She's breaking records, elevating her team, and earning accolades left and right. It's no wonder Stephen A. brought her into the conversation and showed Angel Reese what a real athlete should strive for and look like in public life.
Especially when the comparison is going to be drawn to Caitlin Clark, who isn't doing such things. That might not be fair. I'm not saying it is. And you certainly have the right to dress how you want and to do what you want and to live your life. But people have a right to have their opinions about what you put on display.
Caitlin Clark doesn't need to post thirst traps to stay relevant, Stephen A. quipped. Her game speaks for itself. She's not out here trying to be the next big thing on OnlyFans. She's trying to be the next big thing in basketball.
It's not the right thing for you to be doing when you talk about building your brand. I don't know how you can argue that, Tori.
Stephen A. has clearly got a point here. While her supposed rival, Clark, is celebrated for her jaw-dropping performances on the court, Reese's headlines seem to revolve more and more around what she's wearing, or not wearing, as opposed to what she's doing in the gym. I mean, have you ever seen a practicing video of Angel Reese? I make videos on WNBA, and even I haven't seen one.
We love seeing the great parts of your journey, but we also have to remember she's 22 years old. We all had this time, and we've all made foolish decisions. We've made decisions that maybe we're not proud of. You are now Angel Reese, and you will always be picked apart, unfortunately. It comes with the crown. You're a queen, you're beautiful.
However, many of Angel's fans, including the young anchor here, are not happy with her criticism. They are still hanging on poor excuses, such as, oh, she's too young, or you go queen type of fake validation. But wait, Stephen A. has a perfect reply for all of these Angel stans.
What I'm saying is, by pulling it down, clearly you felt there was something wrong with it. Now, yes, you are 22. Yes, you are young. She is in this age where she does know social media exists. and she has exploited it to her advantage. And so when you take that into consideration, that means you're mindful of the imagery and the perception that you're assisting in creating about yourself.
Stephen A. didn't just critique Reese for her behavior, he offered her a dose of tough love. He clearly stated that Angel knows what she's offering, a shameless and unabashed image of hers doing all sorts of sensual things. This is not an innocent mistake or accidental post. These are calculated and well thought out posts Angel is putting out to exploit her body for views.
Number two, she was seen doing various interviews and what have you, talking about threats, talking about insults, crying about how people were coming at her with such venom and hostility. She was aware of it. And if you're aware of it, you have to understand that that's going to be part of the judgment that comes against you, fair or unfair.
He emphasized that being in the WNBA comes with responsibilities, one of which is to represent the league in a way that inspires respect, not ridicule. Stephen A. also made it very clear. Angel knew exactly what she was doing when she hit that upload button. She knew the kind of attention she was going to get, and Stephen A. called her out on it. Plain and simple. Not only that, he proudly stated that he would never allow her daughters to act this way on social media.
When I
And
stepped
personally, to put myself on Front Street, I wouldn't want my daughter to, listen, my daughter's gonna be in college in a few years. Tori, let me tell you something right. This is just daddy. This is just daddy talking, okay?
Yeah, I got it.
My daughters are fully aware. Daddy had better damn well not see an outfit like that on social media. I'm talking about my daughters.
Right.
I promise you. I promise you. I better not see that. Hey, they could be in college in LA, in Boston, or anywhere in between. Daddy will drop the mic, hop in the car, on the plane, or wherever. That ain't gonna happen.
Did you hear that? Stephen A. condemned Angel Reese by saying she wears extremely inappropriate outfits, which he would never ever allow her daughters.
Hey, they could be in college in LA, in Boston, or anywhere in between. Daddy will drop the mic, hop in the car, on the plane, or wherever. That ain't gonna happen. You said, I'm not having it. That's me.
You've got young girls looking up to you. What message are you sending them, Angel? That it's more important to post selfies in see-through bikinis rather than perfect your jump shot? That clout matters more than the game?
Everybody's got their own taste, their own flavor, and certainly their own rights. But there are other people that's gonna exercise their rights to be ultra critical about it. And then I'm not even talking about the outfit that Angel Reese has worn. I'm talking about the overall pressure of having to be compared as a brand to somebody who's conducting their branding with near perfection.
This isn't the first time Angel Reese has faced criticism for prioritizing social media over her basketball career. Time and again, she's been accused of focusing more on her online persona than her performance on the court. And while some may argue that athletes have the right to express themselves however they choose, there's a fine line between self-expression and self-sabotage.
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna have to deal with that, Tori, whether she likes it or not.
Reese's New Year's Eve post wasn't just a bad look, it was a career misstep. Fans who once supported her have begun to lose patience with her antics. The comments under her now-deleted Instagram post were brutal, ranging from disappointment to outright disgust. Is this the WNBA or Victoria's Secret? One fan commented. You're supposed to be a role model, not a cheap adult performer, another wrote. Even Reese's diehard fans couldn't defend her this time. The overwhelming sentiment was clear. Enough is enough.
You do understand that men are gonna look at that and be like, hey, that looks very nice. You do get that part.
Reese's defenders might say she's simply embracing her confidence and individuality. But as Stephen A. pointed out, there's a cost to that kind of attention, especially when it overshadows her accomplishments and showcases herself as an OnlyFans actress.
Advice to women in this industry more times than I can count. I have never given advice without being asked for it first. And I have told countless women over the years in this industry, the bosses are always watching. Whether directly or indirectly, there's always eyes on you.
That's right. Whatever you post online, you are sharing that with everybody, including your fans, haters, and bosses. And your employer would surely be watching your every move in order to find out what your intentions are. This includes Angel Reese and her raunchy videos online.
Okay? And so you could be in a nice dress, you could be on a red carpet, you could be on the beach on vacation or whatever. What you post is what they're paying attention to because they're trying to measure what your intentions are based off of what they see.
So, where does Angel Reese go from here? Deleting her Instagram was a step, but it's going to take more than that to repair the damage done. The WNBA isn't just a platform for showcasing talent, it's also a business. And right now, Reese's behavior is bad for business. Stephen A. summed it up best. Angel, you've got the skills to be great, but you're sabotaging yourself. Focus on the game. Leave the thirst traps to the influencers.
We ultimately always end up concluding it's inevitable. And so you have to be mindful of it all moving forward in this industry.
So what do you think? Is Angel wrong in showcasing her sexuality? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.